If you feel that what you have is golden, then push yourself.
And I thought, how can I solve this problem with technology?
The power of seeing your story really gives people a lot of confidence.
What is common between all the people in the world is everybody wants to do right.
I knew that, I was meant for something more, but I just didn't know how I was going to start. I just knew that I had to.
So if you look at it, really a business is made by a series of decisions made by others.
Mm-hmm.
Other people decide to invest in you. Other people decide actually to work for you. We think we give them a job offer, but in reality, they decide how much productivity and creativity they want to bring to the table. Oh, you give me $50,000, that's not enough. I'm going to give you this much productivity. You give me 100, well, I'm worth 200. I'd rather spend at home. Work-life balance is my thing, or creativity, right? They decide.
Mm-hmm.
Investors have their own set of reasons that they decide on things, and some of it is driven by, for example, the guidelines of their fund. Some of it is driven by the need to get to some exit because they have to they get 2.5% of the fund, and then they don't have enough money. They got to get paid, right? Some of it is in reality an affinity for a business. So it's not a matter of finding your people, it's finding the reasoning that they would invest. So if and that's different. Your people are not necessarily the ones that are aligned with your objective. It's the ones that are aligned with their own. Your deal is aligned with their perspective, if that makes sense.
Right. And that's what I meant by my people, right? Because we ended up, we raised 12 million, and and what I meant by my people are the people who are aligned with our vision.
Correct. Whose reasonings are aligned with yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and
so you've had great traction, 7 million people. Why do you have a problem raising? Is it traction? Is it continuous? Why do you is it monetization?
No, it's not monetization because we're revenue generating. I think it's just a matter of expanding our network, right? And so we continue to expand our network. And the more people that I speak to, then I decide. So, for example, after having several meetings with the same type of VCs and seeing that that was not going the right way, then I started to look at corporate, VCs also. So Meta, for example, invested in our company. Meta has invested, Microsoft, and so on and so forth. So, but at the same time, you have a lot of people also that look for patterns, right? So if they look for patterns and so on and so forth, then you have to be able to go around it because statistically, there are things that are there, right? Statistically, there's only 0.36% of investments that are going, to women, this one, that one, and that one. I mean, we can't ignore that. But what do you do around that? What we did around that was focus on the places that were working. So we found that our users, especially the celebrities that were using our platform, that valued it enough to invest in it. We also found that our partners, people like Meta, saw our value in the ecosystem enough to say, you know what, we're going to invest in what you're doing. So that has been a lot of the focus. And then today, where we sit is we have, people right now we're past the seed investment. Now we're going into growth, and growth capital is tough for everyone, but it's particularly tough when you don't have a lot of the usual suspects, if you will, because we have a pipeline of people, of investors that are waiting for
They're all
certain
looking for
types
a
of,
lead.
they're looking for a lead. Exactly. They're looking for a lead. And so then so now we're in a different level, right? So we're not in the seed stage where it's like, okay, so now the problem to mitigate is, okay, we were able to get out of the seed stage without the usual suspects. But now at the growth stage, you have a long list of investors that are like, we love what you're doing. We love that you're revenue generating. We love everything that you're doing. But we typically follow people like Andreessen and this one and that one. And since they're not on your cap table, so now it's okay, now we have to find the next type of investors that will be willing to move without, the Andreessens of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mary, I often suggest when people have difficulties, and you applied one of the things that I always suggest. I say if somebody's on your platform and they've got money, or they're a user of it,
Hmm.
they're your best bet. So you've already done that,
Yeah.
which is wonderful.
Hmm.
The second thing is when people say, "Oh, if somebody else leads, then I follow." 9 out of 10, it's all due respect, BS. They say that.
Hmm.
Yeah, of course, I would. If Anderson Horowitz is in a deal, I would blindly do it. Not because I understand the deal, not because I add any value, but I'm a dumb investor who would like to put a bet on somebody like Anderson Horowitz. So.
Thanks for watching. You can catch the full hot seat sessions through the links in the description or the pinned comment below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you inside the Academy.